Alright, welcome to Chacha Quantics. And this video I will be showing us how to value preliminaries using the time related method. Now we'll be using this hypothetical project as an example. We have the project estate housing project. The sum is 5 billion, the duration is 10 months, the preliminaries is 5%, total preliminaries is 5% of 5 billion in naira, please, in naira. The total preliminaries is 250 million. Preliminaries generally is that aspect of construction works that is not directly or particularly related to any component, any work section or any element of the works, but they play a very vital role in a successful execution of any construction project. Take for instance, I have a construction work, like in this case the estate housing project. I'll be needing a site office through which I'll be carrying out my works on site. The consultant also needs one, the contractor needs one, and also the contractor will have to mobilize to site, bring in his plants and his machineries that he will be using to carry out the works. If there are site vehicles also, right, site vehicles are preliminary items, insurance for the works, transportation on and off site for workers that are working on site, project signboard, bringing of scaffolding to site that will be used for the work, and a few other things are preliminary items. As you can see, they may not be directly related. The project vehicles affects every part of the project. The site office affects every part of the project, and sheds for your machines and equipment, a store for your materials. You see, they affect virtually every aspect of the project, and they are very, very important. Preliminaries basically are divided into three sections. All right, we have the initial establishment cost of the mobilization, and you have the running cost, and you have the final cost. Or like I said, initial establishment cost, you will need a site office, you may need a shed for your plant and machineries, you will also need a store, you also need project and site vehicles. These are an establishment cost. You need to mobilize your plant and machineries and all to site. Now in the running cost, you have to maybe fuel your generators for lighting in the site office and every other places where you'll be needing that. You may need to buy internet data for communication. You may need to print documents. You need to organize site meetings. You need to take progress photographs. All this falls under running cost. Why the final cost basically talks about the demobilization. You are done with the site office. It's a temporary one. You have to demolish it. You have to take away your scaffolding and other plants and machineries, your batching plant, your tractors, your everything has to go. Your excavators, everything has to go out of site. This falls under your project signboard also has to be removed out of sight. They fall under the final cost. And so they're basically divided into sections, like I said, initial, running and final, with percentages attached to them. Now here we have 30%, here we have 60%, here we have 10%. It is not a cast in stone rule. Another can be 35, 60 and 5. Another can be 60, 30 and 10, as the case may be. However, whatever method is to be applied has to be agreed between parties to the contract. Now here we have 30, 60 and 10, means 30% of the total preliminaries, which is this, 60% of the total preliminaries, which is this, and 10% of the total preliminaries, which is this. This is the initial cost, 75%. This is also a fixed cost because it has to be paid once, because mobilization has to be done to site. It is quite different from advance payment. Advance payment basically are for materials, purchase of materials for the works. All right. Okay, now the running cost is 60%, which is 150 million. Now running cost is where it applies. Duration is 10 months. We have to spread it for the duration of this project. So 150 divided by 10, it gives us 150 million divided by 10 months, gives us 15 million for each month. All right, why this is 25 million. All right, now let's see how it plays out in every month for the preliminaries. Now this is for the first month. The initial cost, of course, is constant, is fixed, 75 million. The running cost is 15 million, so you get 90 million. 90 million is this. All right, now for the second month, the initial cost is 75 million, still fixed. Now the question is, why is it coming back here? Valuations are cumulative. All right, they are cumulative. That is why you see 75 million here again in the second month. Now the running cost is 30 million, and the question is, how is it 30 million? Right, now 15 million for the first month, then 15 million for the second month. That is why you have 30 million. You see here, this is this times 2 for the second month. So if I sum it, you will have 105 million. If you notice here, this final cost does not have anything. Now the reason is because this is just the first month of the project. You can't be talking about demobilization at this stage. That is why this is new, 0. The same thing in the second month. Right, let's say the same thing in the fourth, fifth, and then the last month we have the initial cost, which is also 75 million. We have the running cost, which is now 15 million times 10 months. Right, it gives me back this. All right, now you now have the final cost playing its role, because you have to demobilize out of sight, 25 million. This is as simple as it is how you value preliminaries using the time related method. In our next video, I'll be showing you how you can do that using the work related method, where you tie the preliminaries to the progress of the works on site. All right, I hope this helps your professional career or your classroom work, as the case may be, and as it applies to you. All right, see you guys in the next video. This is Chacha Quantics.